Hey, it's the series finale of Sunday afternoon baseball. Here on the Sideline Crowd, Skylar Timmons joining you this afternoon as it's the Rockies taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates in the series finale here in this three-game series. Rockies have lost games 1 and 2 in this series, falling 3-2 in yesterday's game after giving up the go-ahead run in the top of the ninth. They'll have Ramon Marquez making a start today, making his 15th start. He's 4-5 with a 3.13 ERA. 83 strikeouts, 20 walks, 112 whip, 77 hits in 86 1/3 innings of work. So he's looking to get the Rockies back in the win column, but it's in their favor. They're usually pretty good on Sunday. Gerard Dyson will lead things off for the Pirates today. And that pitch misses high, and we're underway here. Rockies coming in at 29 and 41, kind of in a three-way tie with the Giants and the Diamondbacks, as all three of them have the same record. They're 12 games back of the Padres, who lead the division. And then you've got the Dodgers just a game behind them. Here's the 1-1 to Dyson. Gets a piece of that one, fouls it off. Beautiful day here in Denver. 83 degrees, clear skies. Not a bad way to spend an afternoon of Sideline Crowd simulated Rockies games. Here's the 1-2 to Dyson. Tries to entice him with the fastball outside, 2-2. Gets a piece of that one, fouls it off. It's 2-2. Well, yesterday, Jameson Taillon made his Rockies debut against his former club. Fouls off that one. Jameson Taillon, typically more or less the Pirates' ace. They were looking to trade him. Rockies made a deal as the Pirates came into town. That'll run the count full. Rockies needing the starting pitching help. Decided to jump on it. Rips this one foul. Rockies send Drew Butera, shortstop Eric Stamets, and center fielder Joaquin Casilla over to the Pirates for Taillon, as Marquez misses with that curveball down and in, so the leadoff man's aboard for the Pirates as he wins that battle. Marquez trying to get him to chase a little bit, but coming up empty. Not able to get him to go for it. I'll bring up Jason Martin, the left fielder. He's hitting .233 on the year. Marquez checks the runner at first, throws home, misses high, ball one. Well, Marquez coming off a good start his last time out. With 6 innings, gave up 2 runs. Pitch out here, nothing doing. Keeping an eye on Dyson, who does have some speed over there at first base. Marquez went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs on 5 hits. This one's popped up to short. Story's there to make the catch. And there's one away. But then Jairo Diaz came in the 7th. Gave up a run on 2 hits. And then Jake McGee gave up 2 runs. So that was his last time against the Diamondbacks. Colin Moran will bat now. Third baseman's on an 8-game hitting streak. .344 average. 13 homers, 49 RBIs. Runner goes off for second. Pitch misses high. The throw down, and they nag him. Nabbed him at second. Dyson trying to steal. Pitch misses high. Good spot for Tony Wolters to fire it down. Story applies the tag, and he races that leadoff walk. 2 outs now for Colin Moran. 1-0 swinging. Lifts this out to shallow center field. Back goes Rogers, who makes the catch. And that will retire the side. So Marquez issues the leadoff walk, but Nothing after that. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. First look at the Rockies coming up. Well, the Rockies will be facing Joe Musgrove. Making his 15th start. He's 4-5, 3.42 ERA. 51 strikeouts, 28 walks for a 130 whip, 68 hits allowed in 73 and 2/3 innings of work. He's taken over the ace spot for the Pirates, who sent Tyone over to the Rockies. Brendan Rodgers will lead things off for the Rockies, playing second base today. First pitch swinging, lifts it out to center field. There to catch it is Dyson, and there's one away. It's one pitch, one out. That's all it takes. Start at the bottom of the first for Joe Musgrove. Here's a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Rogers leads things off, then David Dahl, the center fielder, Nolan Arenado at third. Charlie Blackmon bats cleanup, then Story. Ryan McMahon at first, Sam Hilliard out in left, Tony Wolters behind the plate with Herman Marquez. Mound, you see there, the Rockies have 39 stolen bases. That's 10th in the National League. Not typically a team that runs a lot, but they've been doing it kind of middle of the pack at the moment. Pirates coming in third in the National League Central at 30-40. A very tough National League Central. Here's the 0-1 to Dahl. Big swing there at the changeup curveball. Here's the 0-2. Rips this one down the line. That'll go foul. Musgrove kind of features a 5-pitch arsenal. He's got a 4-seamer, a slider, a sinker, changeup, and a curveball. So the 5 pitches. That fastball misses high, 1-2. It's a lot of junk that you can throw in there to complement his fastball. Sinker misses low. Might have been the changeup. 1-2. It's a little harder to identify the pitches in this setting. Pitch misses high. That runs the count full. Good at bat here for David Dahl. Nolan Arenado waits on deck. Payoff pitch to Dahl. Rips that one foul. Fastball down the middle of the plate, and he knew he missed that one. And with the sinker down the middle, and that pitch misses high and away, ball 4. So Dahl works the 1-out walk here. Good at bat there after Brendan Rodgers swung at the first pitch for an out. Get a lead off, get a man aboard now for Nolan Arenado. 302 average, 14 homers, 47 RBIs. That's second on the team behind Charlie Blackmon. Arenado, bit of a slump, went hitless in yesterday's game. 0 for 4. Most of the Rockies went hitless yesterday. Rockies lose 3-2. Got 5 hits. Jameson Tyone making his debut with the Rockies. Went 7 innings, gave up 2 runs on 5 hits. Gave up a 2-run homer in the top of the 5th. Runner takes out for second, but swinging is Arenado, fouls it back. Makes the count 1-2. Dahl back at first. Do it again, 1-2. That pitch misses high, can't get him to chase. Evens the count at 2. But the Rockies only scored 2 runs off of home runs in the first and second. This one's a slow dribbler to second. On to first, and they get the double play to end the inning. Rockies go down easily here in the first. We head to the top of the second. No score. So we're just getting underway this afternoon. It's Gregory Polanco, the left fielder. We'll lead things off. Polanco hitting .239, 7 homers on the year, 40 RBIs. Rockies playing in the shift. No Josh Bell for the Pirates today. Hopefully I've been saying the Pirates. I always get mixed up on the team names. Called strike on the inside corner, 1-1. Went with the fastball there. But this Pirates offense isn't doing very well. Colin Moran has the best average at 344. Next highest in the lineup today is Jacob Stallings, the catcher, with a 240 average. Josh Bell, another one of the better bats in their lineup, but Pirates are struggling. Check swing, the appeal down to third, says he didn't go around, evens the count at 2. 2-2 down, 3-2. Kevin Kramer waits on deck, shortstop. Here's how the Pirates line up. Draw Dyson leads off, playing in center. Jason Martin's in left. Then Colin Moran at third. Batting cleanup is Gregory Polanco. Then Kevin Kramer, the shortstop. Payoff pitch, and ooh, looked like it caught the top of the zone, but Bud Black, John at the umpire, he doesn't like that. And so that'll go as ball 4, so back-to-back leadoff walks to start the first and second innings. Marquez has got to get his control underway here. Now bring in Kevin Kramer, the shortstop, in 218 on the year. 5 for 33 in his last 9 games. Kramer in a bit of a slump. Marquez comes set, checks the runner. Here's the first pitch. That runs up and in with the fastball. Marquez having a hard time getting on top of the fastball, keeping it down in the zone. He's getting underneath it, which is causing it to rise. Curveball slapped into left field, but Hilliard's there to make the catch. And there's one away. See, a lot of the stuff he's throwing is staying up. So you got to look at the Rockies here defensively. Pretty typical outfield arrangement and infield for the Rockies. Hilliard, Dahl, Blackman. The infield, Arenado, Story, Rogers, McMahon, with Wolters behind the plate. Ryan McMahon has been playing a lot more first base as of late, mostly because of the left-handed bats. Runner takes off for second. Swinging is the batter. Riddle, or Kramer, lines that in, or Riddle. That was JT Riddle that was batting. So the hit and run works out for the Pirates. JT Riddle just shoots it back up the middle. Now bring up Jacob Stallings, the catcher. Man on first and second. 1 out. Check swing, but it's called strike anyway. But the Pirates just trying to crawl their way back up into contention after several years of struggling in the National League Central. 0-2. Hard times for them when you're in a division that has the Brewers, the Cardinals, and the Cubs. You kind of become the odd man out in the Central Division. And the Pirates are one of the teams that didn't really make any improvements during the offseason. The Reds probably the biggest improvement in that division. Hard to compete, especially when you're a team with a lower budget and payroll. Here's the 1-2. Bounces in the dirt. Gets away a little bit, but Wolters tracks it down. But the Pirates are notorious for having a falling budget over the years. Bouncer to third. Arenado's got it. He'll go to second, on to first, and there's a double play to get him out of the inning. Textbook 6-4-3 or 5-4-3 double play for the Rockies. So we head to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Charlie Blackmon will lead things off for the Rockies here in the bottom of the second. His average is sunk down to 388. He was at 400 coming into this homestand. 17 homers, 53 RBIs. That's fourth the best in the National League. But Blackmon has been in a bit of a slump as of late, along with a lot of the other Rockies, just not being able to hit very well. 1-0 misses inside, 2-0 on the Rockies right fielder. 2-0 to Blackman, misses outside, 3-0. Well, Musgrove's coming off his last start against the Giants, went 4-0. Gave up 3 runs on 7 hits. Only went 4 innings. 3-0 to Blackman, swinging, fouls it off, 3-1. But Musgrove only went 4 innings, gives up 3 runs, 2 of them earned on 7 hits. Maybe the Pirates would win that one in extra innings. 12 in the 12th inning by scoring 4 in the top of the 12th to win 9-5. Blackman draws the leadoff walk here, and the Rockies are in business. Start here in the second. Not too shabby as Trevor Story will stand in. Story coming in with that .218 average still, 9 homers, 30 RBIs. Definitely a down year for the Rockies shortstop. Strikeouts have been a big problem for him. And then there's just sort of that luck factor, as he does hit the ball hard, but every time he has hit it, fortunately it's resulted in maybe a line drive, a fly out, things like that. Big hefty swing there, but he comes up empty. 0-1. But then we've seen a lot of swings like that from Story, just not seeing the ball very well, not able to make contact. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss there. Dropped off the table with that sinker. It's 0-2. Gets a piece of that fastball and fouls it off. Keeps the count at 0-2. But when Story's on, he's on. Big swing and a miss. Got him to chase the slider down and away. The curveball. So we've seen that too many times from Trevor Story, but now there's one away for Ryan McMahon. Ryan McMahon. I get mixed up on my lineup sometimes. First pitch misses, 1-0. Well, it's getting hard for the Rockies. Just trying to find that consistency in these simulations. Musgroves comes set. Here's the 1-0 to McMahon. Man fouls that one off. McMahon had a solo home run in yesterday's game to get the Rockies scoring underway. Hitting in the second. This one's rolled back up the middle, through for a base hit. McMahon just keeping it going, stay hot. Just rolls it back up the middle, ramps off the mound into center field. Blackman stopping at second. And with men at first and second, 1 out, I'm bringing Sam Hilliard. Hilliard starting in left field today. Had the day off yesterday, came into pinch hit. Hitting .266, 8 homers, 20 RBIs on the year for the young left fielder. First pitch from Musgrove. It's called strike down the middle. Comes the 0-1. Just misses outside. Evens the count at 1. Ian Desmond getting the start yesterday. Really comes up empty. Didn't do much for the Rockies. Had him leading off, but wasn't really able to get anything going. Called strike all the way, 2-2. Gets a piece of that one, fouls it off. Another 2-2. Got him swinging, tied him up. Ran it up and in on him, just kind of an emergency swing out of sheer reflex, and he strikes out Hilliard. We've seen a lot of those type of strikeouts from our Sam Hilliard, which is very unfortunate. So 2 men out for Tony Walters, the catcher. Blackman led off with a walk, then Story struck out. Then McMahon with a base hit up the middle. Then Hilliard struck out. So if you follow a pattern, it's time for Tony Walters to get a hit. 1-0 misses low, 2-0 lays off. But folks, we got a lot to talk about today. And I may go on a rant at some point. Here's the 2-0. Called strike the letters. As negotiations keep going back and forth. Misses inside, 3-1. Mon Marquez waits on deck. Here's the 3-1. Down and in, ball 4. So that'll load the bases. They patented Tony Walters' walk. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs for the pitcher, Herman Marquez. Now, this isn't too bad of an opportunity. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Herman Marquez does have 4 RBIs on the year. Looking to add on at least 1 or 2 here. First pitch down the middle, he lays off. Ball 1. Blackman at second, Blackman at third, McMahon at second, Walters at first. Here's the 0-1. That's outside, ball 1. Big spot for Marquez here. Tie ball game, bottom of the second. 39 pitches so far for Musgrove. He's had trouble locating pitches as well. That's probably why he only went 4 innings in his last start. And this one's ripped into left. That's over the third baseman. That'll score 1. Rounding third is McMahon. The throw home. Just in time. They nab him at home plate. But the Rockies score 1. We head to the top of this third. Rockies leading now 1-0. Bottom of the order due up for the Pirates.
Leading off for pitch, the first baseman,
Luke. Deep center field over is David Dahl. He'll be there to make the catch, and that will retire the side.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Joe Musgrove.
Joe Musgrove, the pitcher, will lead things off. He's hitting 193 on the year. Or 130. I misread that. Can't read or speak today. We try to look up the Rockies this day in history. Called strike there. 0-2 on the Pirates pitcher. This one's lifted or hit into center field for a base hit. So it's a 1-out single to Joe Musgrove, who gets revenge on his counterpart. So both pitchers in this game have a base hit. Thankfully, Joe Musgrove's is just a 1-out single to get on base. Marquez's was a 2-out single with the bases loaded. Gerard Dyson walked his first time up, and then got caught stealing while Colin Moran was at the plate. The 1-0 to Dyson. Drops that pitch in at the letters. 1-1. Marquez still fighting that control. Really fighting his control in this one still. Fouls that one back. Still 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase the fastball up and out of the zone. And there's out number 2 here for Marquez. Well, when you're struggling with spotting your fastballs, nothing like a good old pumping the gas up. Get a man swinging. Pitch misses inside. Jason Martin in there now. Popped out back in the first to the shortstop. It's 1-1 now. Taken all the way on that fastball. 1-2. So Marquez 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Just misses that fastball. 2-2. You see Marquez really relying on that fastball right now. Doesn't really trust his off-speed pitches, which kind of hard. See, he's staying up with the fastball. He's trying to get him to chase. And got him swinging. Pulled the string on him. Goes down below the knees. Gets him to swing through it. And Marquez gets out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the third. Rockies still lead at 1-0. Top of the order due up. So we talk about this day in Rockies history. Brendan Rodgers will lead things off against Joe Musgrove here in the bottom of the third. So we're going back to June 14th, 1999. First pitch swinging is Rodgers. He fouls it off. Rockies playing at home against the San Francisco Giants. Rockies ultimately won 5-4, scoring 3 in the bottom of the 8th. To make it 5-2, and then they gave up 2 runs in the top of the 9th. Fouls that one off. Swing and a miss. Rodgers chases the sinker down, and he's the first out of the bottom of the third. Kind of staying up, fouled off some pitches, and then Musgrove just heads to the bottom of the zone, and Rodgers can't catch up. So Mark Brownson started that game for the Rockies, went 6 2/3, gave up 2 runs. This one's line shot back up into the middle, into the gap in center field. That'll be extra bases for Dahl, as he'll be in with a 1-out stand-up double. So David Dahl getting it done on for first pitch, his 9th double of the year. And there's a man in scoring position for Nolan Arenado. Well, we've seen the Rockies and other players beating the shift quite a bit in these simulations. Works out in his favor. So Arenado bats with a man second, 1 out. But the Rockies had Terry Shumpert at second. Nefi Perez at short, Larry Walker in right, Dante Bichette in left, Vinny Castilla at third, Angel Echeverria at first. Todd Helton then came in to pinch run and play first. Todd Helton had a 3 RBI double when he came in to hit. 3-1 to count on Arenado. Henry Blanco was at catcher. Edgar Clemente was in center. Interesting Rockies lineup there. But Terry Shumpert had a home run. In the third inning, this one's lifted out to shallow right field. There to make the catch is Polanco, and there's 2 away now. Now it's up to Charlie Blackmon.
The right fielder,
So the game tied at 2 in the bottom of the 8th. Todd Helton hits a 3-run double. The bases loaded, 2 out with 2 outs. Terry Shumpert hit a home run in that game. First 3rd RBI of the year. Catches the outside corner, he was counting 1. Well, I'm trying to look up Terry Shumpert. Kind of played around. Played with the Kansas City Royals for several years, till 1994, then played 95 with the Red Sox, then went to the Cubs in 96, to the Padres in 97. Blackman lifts this one out to shallow left field, and that's going to get caught to retire the side. So the 1-out double amounts to nothing. It's way to the top of the 4th. Rockies still lead at 1-0. Moran, Polanco, and Kramer due up for the Pirates.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, the third baseman, Colin Moran.
Colin Moran will lead things off for the Pirates as he rips the first pitch down the line for a foul ball. Shumpert then, in 1998, signed with the Rockies. This one's hit right past the second baseman Rogers into center field, so we'll lead off single to start the 4th for the Pirates. Moran's aboard for Gregory Polanco, who walked. This one's lifted out to center field, swinging at the first pitch. Dahl's there to make the catch, and there's one away. Shumpert then played with the Rockies from 1998 through 2002. In varying number of games. The most games he played was in 2000 at the age of 33. He appeared in 115 games. Then he ended his career in 2003 with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. This one's hit into the gap, deep right center field. That's going to get down for extra bases. Dahl cuts it off as Moran will cruise into 3rd. And Kevin Kramer's got himself his 7th double of the year. First pitch swinging again down the middle of the zone. Dahl's able to cut it off, kind of deke Moran, who doesn't run well, and he had to pause before moving forward. So there's 2 men on and 2 men in scoring position with 1 out. For JT Riddle, who had a single back in the 2nd. Terry Shumpert in his 14-year career. Let's see if I can find his had a .252 batting average. Only hit 49 homers. Just a little shy of 500 hits in his career. On base percentage of .315. Only played 854 games in his career. This one is crushed deep to right field. It's got a chance, and this one is gone. 3-run homer by JT Riddle, his 2nd homer of the year. And the Pirates have taken a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 4th. Not the pitch that Armand Marquez wanted to make, and if you could take that one back. As it looks like Marquez just left a fastball over the heart of the plate up, and Riddle just crushed it into right field. So I'll bring up Jacob Stallings. 0 for 1 in this one. As again, the Rockies are looking at a deficit once again. Curveball misses low. 1-1. Slow dribbler to third. This is going to be a tough play for Arenado, and he makes the out. That was a tough play for Arenado. Slow dribbler, slow bouncer down the line. Had to come in a long way, gloves it, and throws it on the run, and thankfully Stallings doesn't run very well. So that'll get the out. This one's lifted out to left, ranging over is Hilliard, who can't make the catch in foul territory. So Maley will have to go back to the plate. Maley's 0 for 1 in this one. Lifts this one out to deep left field. Going back is Hilliard to the wall, and he makes the catch. Oh, he doesn't. It goes out. So a solo home run for Luke Maley, his third of the year. And the Pirates are now up 4-1. Hilliard kept going back. I thought it looked like he caught it. He just ran out of real estate. It just kept drifting and carried all the way out. Another fastball, same exact spot that he missed to JT Riddle. So Marquez has lost the ability to throw off-speed pitches, it seems, and he's just been using his fastball, but he's leaving him over the heart of the plate. So that's resulted in 2 home runs this inning. Here's the 1-0 to Musgrove, who had a base hit his first time up. And that fastball he needs to get that thing down. You cannot survive as a major league pitcher if you're leaving your fastballs up and over the plate. That's just home run. That's just asking for a home run. Off-speed pitch. Misses his zone, but he gets him to swing through at 1-2. Fastball misses low. 2-2. And that misses low. Payoff pitch to Musgrove. Fouls off that pitch. Here's the payoff pitch again. Swing and a miss. Got him with the changeup. But the Pirates put up a 4 spot here in the top of the 4th. We head to the bottom of the inning. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Rockies. They got a lot of work to do now. So we get things underway here in the bottom of the 4th. Trevor Story will lead things off. This one's fouled away. Called strike with the curveball down and in. It's 0-2. Well, unfortunately for Trevor Story, he sees a lot of these 0-2 counts. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase the fastball up. And there's once again a strikeout for once again strikes out. Chasing a fastball up, so 1 away for Ryan McMahon. The Rockies have really been struggling with the strikeout as of late. Pitching's been average at best as of late. At least keeping the Rockies in there, but it's the hitting that has really struggled to really give them the edge. This one's fouled off. 1-1. See, yesterday the only 2 runs they scored were off of the solo home run. We've seen them hit a lot of solo home runs, but those won't win you ball games most of the time. if that's all you can hit. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. Got him looking at the curveball. And Musgrove is now cruising. He's got himself into a groove. Sam Hilliard will bat now. 0-1. Pitch misses down and away, 1-0. And that misses in, 2-0. 63 pitches so far for Joe Musgrove. Called strike there. Hilliard gets under this one, hits it out to shallow center field. Dyson's there to make the catch. And there's 2 away. The Rockies have just lost all the life in their bats, and I guess that was out number 3. I miscounted again. We head to the top of the 5th. Pirates lead at 4-1. Top of the order due up as the Rockies go down 1-2-3. Mon Marquez still in there, entering the 5th inning. Strahd Dyson will lead things off. He's 0-for-1 with a walk. Marquez looking to have a bounce-back inning after giving up the 2 home runs in the top of the 4th. Looking to bounce back, give his club a chance to get back into this thing halfway through this game. Well, as is typical, this one is crushed out to center field. Back goes Dahl to the warning track. Just makes it shy of the warning track. Dyson squared that thing up. Luckily, he hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark. Jason Martin will lead off now. 0-for-2 in this one. This one's hit foul. Well, as is typical in the 5th inning, talk a little bit about things. Headlines. Well, the biggest thing is Jeff Hoffman and Yency Almonte warming up the Rockies bullpen. Maybe we'll talk about the Yankees thing right now. So it turns out, DraftKings, I believe, and some other things, they were suing Major League Baseball because of the cheating and scandals that were happening in Major League Baseball. And I guess this is kind of related, but then it turns out that in 2017, Rob Manfred sent a sealed letter to the New York Yankees addressing a 2017 investigation of the team about basically sign stealing. Because I guess there was sign stealing happening in 2015 and 16 that everybody pretty much knew about. But then it turns out it might have been going deeper for the Yankees, reportedly. So the letter was brought to a judge in New York who ruled on Friday as he gets Martin to strike out.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the third baseman,
Colin Moran will bat now. Singled his last time up. But then a judge ruled that the Yankees need to unseal the letter and basically reveal its contents, because it may that the Yankees sign stealing scheme is what the plaintiffs are alleging, that MLB's 2017 news release announcing the discipline suggested was way more serious, so that their sign stealing was way more serious and in-depth than we may actually think. And there's constant conversation that the type of cheating that was happening with the Astros and all the sign stealing stuff that's happening now that's coming to light, that it's a lot more widespread in the league and it's becoming a bigger problem. So we'll see what happens. The letter could say nothing. It could be simple like, hey, we know what's happening. Is this one's snagged at third by Arenado to end the inning. So Pirates go down 1-2-3 here in the fifth. Way to the bottom of the inning, bottom of the order, do it for the Rockies. They still trail by 3. But I think the biggest problem is, why do you need to have a sealed letter sent to the Yankees? Now, what could that be saying? There's people a lot of people that kind of can speculate about the allegations, but ultimately it could be that baseball is kind of covering up, MLB kind of covering it up, saying, hey, we know about this, we know what you did, everybody knows, we're not going to release it publicly and give you that huge punishment, but don't do this. We're going to keep it quiet, but don't do this anymore.
1-1.
Pitch misses down in the dirt, 1-1. So who knows? The Astros are hoping for the victory lap because misery loves company.
That's the ball.
2-1 the count on Tony Wolters. Might get a pinch hitter here for German Marquez, who's on deck. Here's the 2-1 to Wolters. So that'll be the interesting thing to see what happens to the Yankees. And then the biggest thing, one of the biggest things that's going on, well, some other things. Independent League Baseball is Independent American Association is looking to start baseball July 3rd with limited fans. As we're going to get a relief, we're going to get call the bullpen here, as that'll do it for Musgrove. So after the leadoff walk to Tony Wolters, Musgrove once again only goes 4 innings. Only gives up a run, though.
Your attention, please.
As Chris Stratton will come in, making his 9th appearance. He's 1-0. .77 ERA, 10 strikeouts, 4 walks in 11 2/3 innings of work. Looks like the American Association, it's Friday at 6 teams will play in 3 hubs due to the coronavirus, at least at the start of the season. So it'll be Minnesota St. Paul Saints, who play at Sioux Falls, along with South Dakota, Sioux Falls, Manitoba, Winnipeg's Goldeyes will be in North Dakota. Chicago will be in Milwaukee. 60-game regular season is envisioned through September 10th. It's pretty interesting. This one's ripped through the right side into right field for a base hit. Daniel Murphy coming through with the pinch hit single. On the second pitch from Stratton. Fastball up and in. Murphy just turns on it. Rips it past the first baseman, Maley. Now there's 2 men aboard with nobody out for Brendan Rodgers. It's 0 for 2. So that'll be interesting for the Independent League. However, there will be However, 6 teams will not be operating this season. Just teams in Texas, Indiana, Kansas City, Nebraska, the Sioux City Explorers in Iowa, and the Texas Air Hogs in Prairie. But good for them. Getting some baseball in. Will be interesting to see what happens maybe with independent league baseball. I've already seen it with kind of the Korean league. And whatnot, but so the biggest kind of event that's happening, Rogers bounces this to second. This will be a double play ball. There's one, and there's two. Walters moves up to third, but costly mistake there by Brendan Rogers. Beats one into the ground to short. Easy turn for Kramer. And the Pirates Rockies have a man at third now with 2 outs. But David Dahl up to the plate, doubled back in the third. Stranded there, though. That pitch misses outside, 1-0. Dahl. It's hitting .306 with runners in scoring position. Looking to add on another RBI right here with another 2-out base hit. This one's caught in foul territory, just a soft liner, but Maley makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Rockies get a man to third, but they strand Walters. So we head to the 6th. They still trail 4-1. Polanco, Kramer, and Riddle do up for the Pirates.
Your attention, please.
Jeff Hoffman gets the call here, making his 17th appearance. He's 3-1, 4.25 ERA, 25 strikeouts, 13 walks, and 36 innings of work. Moved into the bullpen after the acquisition of Jameson Taillon.
Leading off for the Pirates, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Gregory Polanco will lead things off against Hoffman here in the 6th. The Rockies trail 4-1. So German Marquez only goes 5 innings, gives up 4 runs.
Count 1-0.
All 4 runs scored off of the home run. He only gave up 2 home runs, but one was the 3-run homer to JT Riddle, and then the solo home run to Luke Maley. 1-1 the count now. But probably the biggest story was, well, yesterday it turns out the continuing squabbling between the players and Major League Baseball, as MLB, as the players rejected the latest offer and just told the league, just tell us what your schedule is, instead of just countering, because this one's hitting to center field. That'll get down for a base hit. His statement, so here's the statement.
Now batting, number 44.
He said, further dialogue with the league would be futile. It's time to get back to work. Tell us when and where. So the statement was basically the players saying, we're sick of these games. Just set a schedule. How long do you want to play a season? And just tell us where to go get ready. Because they've been... It's just a debacle. So this one's hitting to left. Hilliard makes the catch, 1 away.
The batter, the second baseman, JT Riddle.
JT Riddle, who has a home run in this one. It's back in the 4th. Took this fastball from Marquez and just launched it into right center field. Give the Pirates a 3-1 lead. Luke Maley would then add a solo home run. Called strike there. Jake McGee and Tim Collins warmed up in the Rockies bullpen. So I'm going to read Players Association Executive Director Tony Clark's statement that he released. So this is all quoting him. Here's the 0-1. This one's bounced down the line, foul. So he said, players want to play. It's who we are and what we do. Since March, the association has made it clear that our number one focus is playing the fullest season possible, as soon as possible, and as safely as possible. This is inside. Players agreed to billions in monetary concessions as a means to that end, and in the face of a repeated media leaks and misdirection, we made additional proposals to inject new revenues into the industry. As Riddle swings through that curveball for out number 2. Proposals that would benefit the owners, players, broadcast partners, and fans alike. It's now become apparent that these efforts have fallen upon deaf ears. In recent days, owners have decried the supposed unprofitability of owning a baseball team, and the commissioner has repeatedly threatened to schedule a dramatically shortened season unless players agree to hundreds of millions in further concessions. Our response has been consistent that such concessions are unwarranted, would be fundamentally unfair to players, and that our sport deserves the fullest 2020 season possible. These remain our positions today, particularly in light of new reports regarding MLB's national television rights. Information we requested from the league weeks ago, but were never provided. As a result, it unfortunately appears that further dialogue with the league would be futile. It's time to get back to work. Tell us when and where. So that's kind of a very bold statement by Tony Clark, but it's really very true, as it's repeatedly been saying that the owners are saying, oh, we're not making money off of this. There's no profits. We're losing millions by paying you your full prorated salary. All of our sales come from the tickets. So that's the biggest argument for the owners, saying that they're not making money. But then Major League Baseball made a $1 billion deal extension with Turner Sports to continue showing playoff baseball. And there's always constant media deals that are made with the new teams, as pitch misses high for ball 4. So I'll put 2 men on with 2 outs here.
The first baseman, Luke Mailey.
Bring up first baseman Luke Mailey, who had a home run his last time up. Which, this is ultimately what it comes down to, is money. Is the owners arguing that they're losing money, that they're going to be losing a ton of money if they pay the players the full amount this season. And I think the players want to play a fair amount of games to get their money's worth. But the owners, in the midst of all this, are more or less saying, we want fewer games, and we just basically, what it always feels like is they're saying, shut up and play. We're the owners. You work for us. And it's called strike there, 1-2 on Mailey. So that's the argument. And it seems more and more that Rob Manfred's going to implement a 40-game season. This one's lined right over the second baseman Rogers' head. The throw home. It's cut off, and that'll add the run. Luke Mailey with an RBI single. It's 5-1 Pirates here in the top of the 6th. Had him down to 2 strikes, and then the slider just didn't slide enough. Mailey just shoots it the other way.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Pirates.
Brian Reynolds will pinch it now.
Brian Reynolds.
So it's a really tough situation, for the players and for baseball fans in general. Consensus is people are done with the MLB. And that's really sad to see, is just the way it's been treating the players. Perhaps the players aren't all free of fault. They probably have some fault in all of this as well. But that's the problem that baseball's having. Is there was an article on Purple Row that somebody was writing that it seemed like Rob Manfred just doesn't like baseball, because his constant goals are trying to make it shorter, shorter games, shorter season, all kinds of stuff like that. And ultimately, it's killing the sport with how much he's meddling with it. 3-0s down the middle, strike 1. And there's ball 4. That'll load the bases.
The center fielder, number 6, Gerard Dyson.
So Gerard Dyson is in there now. Here's the 1-0 to Dyson. Fouls that one off. Well, Jeff Hoffman is coming in and struggling right away. He's kind of struggled when he's come out of the bullpen. That's where he started the season and then fell apart after that. Fouls that one off. It's now 1-2. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Pirates lead 5-1. Pitch misses low. He moves the count at 2. So it's just a huge debacle. And unfortunately, we're maybe looking at just a 40-game season. And then the collective bargaining agreement is going to... We may be looking at a lockout here, as there's a labor strife in Major League Baseball. And it's going to have a lot of repercussions from this, which is frustrating to see when all the other sports are moving along just fine with their plans. And with the Major League Baseball in such a debacle, then minor league baseball has suffered. Not only the players, but then the folks who work in minor league baseball. So it hasn't just been the players themselves. It's pretty much all of the baseball industry in major and minor league baseball. The people that are working in it have lost jobs, myself included. Most likely, as the Pioneer League was supposed to start next week. This one's hit out to right field. Blackman's there to make the catch, and now we'll finally retire the side. But the Pirates add on a run. We head to the bottom of the 6th. They still lead at 5-1.
Your attention, please. Now,
Nick Birdie gets the call now, making his 40th appearance. He's 1-1. 4.29 ERA, 40 strikeouts, 32 walks. 35 2/3 innings of work. He'll face Nolan Arenado. We'll lead things off. The Rockies got a lot of work to do. They're down by 4. Arenado's 0 for 2. Got to get something moving here. But teams like the Pioneer League, the Grand Junction Rockies, the rookie affiliate of the Rockies, finally issued a statement the other day saying that they're basically, the stadium remains closed, even though there's no official cancellation of the 2020 season for the Pioneer League. If the rest of minor league baseball has been delayed since April, and Major League Baseball still isn't figured out, really hard to see the Pioneer League getting underway here. Next week, the Northwest League is the short Class A rookie leagues. Northwest, some of the Appalachian League, things like that. Some of these other short season summer teams have come out and officially delayed their season indefinitely. The Pioneer League hasn't made such a statement, but it's pretty much implied and assumed. So that's unfortunate. Even sadder is Colorado might have seen the last of its minor league baseball. Called strike 3 at the knees as Birdie catches Arenado looking, and there's the first out of the inning. It's frustration abounding for the Rockies. The only run they've scored was off of a bloop single from Armand Marquez with 2 outs. Charlie Blackman up to the plate now. Pitch misses outside, 1-0. But Colorado might have seen its last of minor league baseball. Rocky Mountain Vibes and the Grand Junction Rockies both on the cutting board if that proposed minor league reduction goes through. I saw the other day watching a video, John Boy Media, asking when's the last time Major League Baseball had a good headline. Seems they haven't had a good headline since January. Just with the Astros scandals and then the canceling of the season and then the bickering, trying to figure out when to start the season. Blackman shoots this one the other way. That may be extra bases for the right fielder. He rounds first. He'll slide into second with a one-out double. Then they're standing. Well, we've seen Blackman do that quite a bit as always, just shooting it the other way. Beats the shift. So I'll bring up Trevor Story, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Not much momentum off of that pitch, but works out for Blackman. Story stands in. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just really trying to get something going here. 1 out, Rockies trail 5-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. But all I can say is it's just a rough time to be a baseball fan. It's just a rough time for baseball. It's really getting torn apart. And it's going to have a really hard time to recover from this. You have people that are calling for Rob Manfred to lose his job, be replaced. So who knows what's going to happen. Quickly 0-2 on Story, who's having a hard time making contact. So all we can do is hope for the best that baseball can recover in the future. But maybe focus on independent league, the collegiate summer leagues, the Korean Baseball League. I believe Japan is supposed to start soon. Early next month. So there's baseball. Perhaps go support it somewhere else. 1-2 is fouled off. So yeah, a lot of dark days for baseball. Looking ahead, 2020 is going to be, in whatever form it takes, if it even takes place, yeah, it's going to be hard. 1-2 the count now on Trevor Story. Blackman's at second. He doubled. Here's the 1-2 to the Story. Bounces in the dirt, but Blackman, who doesn't run well anymore, stays at second. Doesn't get far from Stallings. Here's the 2-2. This one's a slow dribbler to second. Only play is to first. In the meantime, Blackman moves up to third. But there are 2 outs now. So it'll fall to Ryan McMahon. Trying to drive in Charlie Blackman. McMahon's 1 for 2. Single back in the second. Pitch misses away, 1-0. Someone saying they might as well get the old men baseball leagues to play like the replacements. I wouldn't mind watching that season of get the old timers baseball league. Get Raleigh Fingers and Dennis Eckersley out there again. Throwing to the old guys. That'd basically just be the Hall of Fame games. Here's the 2-0. That misses low, 3-0. Here's the 3-0. Called strike on the inside corner. Called strike on the outside corner, so now that'll run the count full. Nick Birdie thrown 22 pitches this inning, kind of split down the middle of balls and strikes. McMahon trying to get the 2-out single to drive in Blackman, who's at third. Rockies trail 5-1. And outside, ball 4. So now pass the baton over to Sam Hilliard. Men on the corners, 2 outs. Just misses painting the black. Hilliard's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Birdie shakes off the sign, comes set. First pitch to Hilliard is ripped over to second. They'll go the easy way, and that will retire the side. Rockies get a man to third, but they can't cash him in. We head to the 7th. Pirates still lead at 5-1. Top of the order due up. Jason Martin, the left fielder, will lead things off. He's over 3 in this one. Wade Davis and Jake McGee warming up in the bullpen. First pitch from Hoffman misses outside, ball 1. Ramon Marquez only goes 5 innings, gives up 4 runs. And then Hoffman gave up a run in the 6th. Bounces off of Walters, 2-0. And that's where we've sat. Rockies scored a run back in the second or third. I've lost track. With a 2-out single from Ramon Marquez. Rockies ERA, they brought it down a little bit. They still have the highest ERA in baseball with a 5.16, followed by the Brewers at a 4.78. Rockies have tried to improve on the pitching, making the trades for Chris Davinsky, Michael Lorenzen, and then Jameson Tyone. First pitch to Moran, check swing, and he went around. Peel down to third. He's not happy with it. I think it was kind of obvious he went around. So the 0-1 bounces in the dirt. Be interesting to see after these debacles with Major League Baseball. I was talking about before, maybe what happens with Independent League Baseball gets a little bit more legit, more legitimate with, actually getting bigger names and improving its market. Swing and a miss. Hoffman gets Miranda's strikeout swinging. And there's 2 outs now. MLB takes a lot of guys out of independent baseball. Well, the Rockies took Tim Melville last season. Kind of give those guys a place to bounce back, maybe more legitimate league. Give guys in the States here an opportunity, kind of like guys will go out to Korea or Japan to go play in those leagues. Help revitalize their career a little bit, or maybe give them an opportunity to stay here in the States and play baseball, and then just be maybe a phone call away from joining the big leagues. Here's a 3-1 to Polanco, and that misses, ball 4. Polanco has just been a nuisance today for the Rockies. Whether it's the walks or the little pokes, base pokes that he's getting. That puts a man on first with 2 outs for Kevin Kramer. Double and a run scored in this one. This one's fouled off into left field, into the stands. 0-2 the count now on Kramer.
The count is 1-2.
1-2 the count now. Bud Black not too happy. This simulated Bud Black has had a rough go of it this season. 1-2 to slow roller up the middle, and Story can't make the play. Bounces off the heel of his glove, and everybody's safe. That's going to go as a base hit, apparently. I'm not too sure about that. That should have got him out of the inning. Instead, Story can't handle it, and that'll put men on first and second with 2 outs, and Bud Black's seen enough. He's going to come in with the double switch.
Your attention, please.
Ciencio Almonte will get the call here.
Now pitching, batting in the 7th, number 62. Yinsi.
Chris Owings will move into left.
Now playing lefty, batting 9, number 12, Chris Owings.
So JT Riddle will bat now. He's 2 for 3 with a home run, 3 RBIs. That was a 3-run homer back in the 4th that got the Pirates on the board and gave them the lead. And they haven't relinquished it. Bats with men on first and second, 2 outs. Yency Almonte on the mound for the Rockies. First pitch to short, and he'll flip it over to second, and that will finally retire the side. So we to the bottom of the 7th. Rockies still trail 5-1. 8-9-1 due up for the Rockies. Stretch time. Clay Holmes will take over on the mound for the Pirates, making his 4th appearance. He's 1-0. 5 innings of work. He's got a 7.20 ERA. 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. Rockies only down by 4, so a comeback is still possible. They just really need to string together some hits. They've had a hard time getting the 2-out rally going. First pitch to Walters. First pitch swing, he fouls it off. Walters has had some success today, a couple of walks. As this one's rocketed out to right center field, over is Dyson, who makes the catch. Long run for him into the gap, but hangs up just enough. Now there's a 1 away. Number Chris Owings came in part of the double switch in left field, so Hilliard's out of the game. Owings hitting .260 on the year. Down and in, ball 1. The 1-0 to Owings. That pitch misses outside. 2-0. Well, Owings at least comes in. He's at least been consistent for the team. As he lifts this one out into center field, that's going to get down for extra bases. Bounces up off the wall. Owings will stop at second, and it's a 1-out double. His 7th double of the year. Once again, a man in scoring position for the Rockies. It'll be up to Brendan Rodgers now with 1 out. Try to drive that man in. Misses down and in. 1-0 the count now on Rodgers, who's been held hitless. He's 0 for 4 in the series. And this one is hit right to the shortstop for out number 2. So I'm bringing up David Dahl. Does have an extra base hit in this one. It's 1 for 2 with the double. Looking to get the 2-out base hit, at least drive that run in. Really got to get Owings in here if you want to have a chance. This one's lined right into right field. Owings heads home, the throw's offline, and it's an RBI single for David Dahl. So Dahl gets it done. Pulls one through the hole into right field, right past Riddle at second. So the Rockies get a run across. Man at first, 2 outs. Pitch misses outside. Arenado's 0 for 3 today. 1 for 10 in the series. Rockies down by 3. Well, if Arenado can put a charge into one here, make it a 1-run ball game. Pitch and misses high. 2-0. Arenado misses outside. 3-0. Charlie Blackmon waiting on deck. Puts you in a better spot if Arenado can draw the walk here, get on base. Any means necessary. Here's the 3-0 to Arenado. Big swing and a miss, comes up empty though. Makes it 3-1. Here's the 3-1. Got a good piece of that one, but hooks it foul. Full count now. Look for Dahl to take off with the pitch. And down, ball 4. So that'll bring up the tying run to the plate in Charlie Blackmon. Had a double his first time up, or his last time up. He's 1 for 2. You got your leading RBI man at the plate. Good opportunity. And that pitch misses down and in, ball 1. Got Trevor Story waiting on deck. One-0 misses low, 2-0. Well, Holmes may pitch around Blackmon here. Be the smart thing, because then you take your chances against Trevor Story, who's 0 for 3. Blackmon bounces this one to first, though, and that will retire the side. Rockies get 2 men on, but nothing more. But they do get a run across. They're down by 3 as we head to the 8th. Bottom of the order due up for the Pirates. They lead this 5-2. Jacob Stallings will lead things off for the Pirates here in the 8th. He's 0 for 2. Scancy Almonte still out there for the Rockies. He only threw 1 pitch. Then the 7th. So might as well keep him in there. Collins and McGee still warming up in the bullpen for the Rockies. Misses inside, 2-0. Misses inside, it's 3-0. On the rock. In there for a called strike. Rockies have the day off tomorrow as they head out to St. Louis to play the Cardinals for 3, and then they come back home on Friday, play the Padres for 3, and then host the Royals for 3. This one's lifted out deep to right field. Back goes Blackman, but he'll make the catch, and there's the one away to start the 8th. So the Rockies will day off and then travel to St. Louis for a 3-game set, then come back on Friday. Have John Gray starting the first game in St. Louis, followed by Kyle Freeland and Ty Colbrith. Then on the 19th, you got Jameson Taillon starting against the Padres at home. Open up the home game series. Big swing and a miss there. It comes up empty. 1-2. And that'll do it, as he gets him to strike out swinging.
Number 52, play home.
I'll bring up the pitcher's spot.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitter
As Kevin Newman will pinch hit here for Holmes. Newman hitting .252, 4 homers, 22 RBIs. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Pirates lead 5-2. Yency Almonte doing his best to keep the score where it is. This one's lined into right field for a base hit. So the pinch hit works out for the Pirates. Just shoots it the other way, swinging at the first pitch fastball. Being aggressive against Almonte. That's ultimately all you need to do. 0-1 the count on Dyson, who fouls that one off. Dyson's 0 for 3. Pirates head home, start a 2-game home series against the Yankees Tuesday and Wednesday, and then they welcome the Blue Jays into town next Friday. This is a base hit back up the middle for Dyson, so 2 men aboard for the left fielder. Jason Martin batting. 2 men on, 2 outs. First pitch swinging sends this one out to center field. Back goes Dahl. Just shy of the warning track. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing here for the Pirates. We head to the bottom of the 8th. They still lead at 5-2. 5-6-7 due up for the Rockies. They got a lot of work to do still.
Your attention, please. Now,
Kyle Crick will pitch now for the Pirates, making his 25th appearance. He's 1-2. 22 and 2/3 inning of work for a .397 ERA, 28 strikeouts, 20 walks. He'll face Trevor Story, who's 0 for 3. Couple of strikeouts in this one.
shortstop, Trevor Story.
Here's the first pitch to Story, and catches the knees for strike 1. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate, quickly 0-2. Story still just trying to change his luck for the better. Watches that one for ball 1. Crick comes set, the 1-2. Just misses inside. Tough take there for Trevor Story, but it works out for him. This one's lined back up into center field for a base hit. Bounces off. Story's going to try it for second. And he's in there. Costly error there by Gerard Dyson. As Story turns that seeing eye single, turns it into a hustle double, so to speak. So there's a man at second with nobody out for Ryan McMahon. Base hit his last time up. Or base hit back in the second. He walked his last time up. Here's the first pitch to McMahon. Pitch misses high, ball one. That's where Story can really make an impact. He mixes that speed in. If he can use his speed, then everything works out pretty well for him. Here's the 1-0 to McMahon. Pitch misses low, 2-0. It's 2-0 the count. Crick comes set. McMahon fouls that one off. 2-1. Here's the 2-1. This one's lifted out to center field. Shallow. Dyson's there to make the catch. And that'll be out number one, but it throws it away. Story's going to move up to third. Dyson just trying to throw it into third because, but a wild offline throw almost goes into the dugout of the Pirates. Garrett Hampson's going to pinch it here for Almonte. Dyson came in hard. Story retreated to the bag. Throws it past the cutoff man. Now moves Story up to third with one out. First pitch misses inside to Hampson. So 2 errors in the inning for Gerard Dyson. Puts Story at third. He's given away 2 bags to Trevor Story. Hefty swing there by McMahon, but he comes up, or by Hampson, he comes up empty. It's 1-1. Big spot here. 1 out, man at third, bottom of the 8th. Pitch misses outside, 2-1. Rockies have only scored a run last inning. Looking to chip away at that lead again. Make it a 2-run game. Here's the 2-1 to Hampson. That runs outside, 3-1. Garrett Hampson doesn't have a big average since being called up. He hasn't played much. And here's the 3-1 to Hampson. Big swing and a miss. Dropped off the table. Fooled him there. Runs the count full. Payoff pitch coming up to Hampson. Story's at third, 1 out. Fights off that one. Keeps the count full. Payoff pitch again. And this one's fouled off once more. Good at bat here from Hampson. Keeps fighting off the pitches. Once again, another payoff pitch. Popped him up. Out in foul territory behind first, and Story will have to stay put at third. Not what you wanted. So I'll bring up Tony Wolters. 2 outs. Man at third. He's 0 for 1. He's got a pair of walks in this one. Chris Owings waits on deck. This is the moment where the Rockies can't afford to strand Story at third. If nothing else, you then, if they score him, you head to the top. You head to the bottom of the 9th with the score 5-3 if they can get through the top of the 9th. Here's the 1-0 to Wolters. Rips that one foul. 1-1. But if you head to the 9th down by 3, it's really hard to make that comeback. Pitch misses inside, 2-1. Luckily, we know the Rockies are capable of it. It's just not too often that you see it. Here's the 2-1. This one's lifted out to center. Dyson over, makes the catch. And that retires the side. Rockies, once again, waste an opportunity. We head to the 9th. They're down by 3. Heart of the order to do it for the Pirates.
Your attention, please. Now,
Jake McGee gets the call here. Making his 39th appearance. He's 2-1. 4.46 ERA, 36 1/3 innings of work, 32 strikeouts to 14 walks. He'll face Colin Moran, Gregory Polanco, and Kevin Kramer. Here's the first pitch to Moran. Bounces this one foul. Rockies in danger of getting swept by the Pirates. Rockies have lost 4 of their last 5 games after winning 8 in a row. They've only won 1 game during this homestand. One catches the outside corner, 1-2. Grounded to third. Arenado's got it. He'll throw on to first. And that will be out number 1. So in the bottom of the 9th, the Rockies will have Owings, and then the top of the order in Rogers and David Dahl. So that's your top of the order. As Gregory Polanco will stand in. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. A few walks to his credit. Checks his swing, but it's said he went around. It's 0-1. The 0-1 to Polanco. Big swing and a miss at the slider. 0-2. Collins and now Wade Davis warming up in the bullpen. Collins has been warming up quite a bit, along with Jake McGee. A lot of lefties in this Pirates lineup. Here's the 0-2 delivery to Polanco.
The count is 1-2.
Slider misses well outside, 1-2. 1-2 delivery from McGee. Misses outside again, 2-2. Trying to get him to chase that slider, but it's not working. Rips that fastball foul. And we'll do it again. Two again. Ooh, tough spot to miss there. That'll run the count full. Kevin Kramer waits on deck. And this is what Polanco's been doing all game. Really all weekend. He's being a nuisance at the plate, not chasing, laying off pitches. Payoff pitch, and it misses high, ball 4. So Polanco once again draws the walk. He'll trot down to first. And there's a 1 out with a man aboard for Kevin Kramer, who's 2 for 4. He's got a double and a single. McGee trying to induce the ground ball double play here now. Called strike at the letters. 0-1. The 0-1 catches the zone. 0-2. The count now. McGee kicks and deals. Just misses low with the fastball. 1-2. Just misses the call at the knees. Kramer lays off. Another 1-2. Fights off that pitch. 2-2. Or keeps the count of 1-2. Comes another 1-2 pitch from McGee. Misses well outside with the slider, trying to tempt him. Evens the count at 2. Well, Jake McGee trying to keep it low to get the ground ball. Here's the 17th pitch from him. Fastball misses outside, just misses the corner. Runs the count full. Polanco's at first. He walked. 1 out, top of the 9th. Rockies trail 5-2. Kevin Kramer now for the payoff pitch. Polanco may take off. And that misses low, ball 4. Back-to-back walks now. So there's 2 men on for JT Riddle. And Riddle is 2 for 4. He's got a home run, a single, and 3 RBIs. So McGee really needs to get that ground ball here. First pitch to Riddle, misses or catches the outside part of the plate. Strike 1 on the fastball. Middle infield playing more straight up for the double play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Slider misses outside, 1-1. McGee really needs to bounce back here. Pound the zone. He was trying to toy too much with the previous 2 batters, trying to get him to chase, but they were laying off. This one's flared out into left field. That's going to drift foul. Owings not able to get there. Gave it a look. We'll do it again, 1-2. Man at first and second, 1 out. Misses high and away, 2-2. 22 pitches for McGee, 11 balls, 11 strikes. And both Polanco and Kramer were behind in the count, 0-2 or 1-2. And then McGee just trying to toy with them, trying to get him to chase. It hasn't worked out. Another full count for McGee. Payoff pitch again. This one's lifted out to center field. Playable for David Dahl. Makes the catch. No tags. And there's 2 away now.
Now batting, the catcher, Jacob.
So 2 outs. Here's Jacob Stallings. So for 3 in this one. 2 men on, 2 outs. Pirates lead 5-2 here in the 9th. First pitch sliders in there for a called strike. Stallings hitting $150 with runners in scoring position. That pitch misses outside, 1-1. 1-1 delivery. Bouncer back to the mound. McGee's got it. He'll throw on to first, and that will retire the side. Well, McGee didn't make it easy on himself. A lot of work, but he gets through it unscathed. Right to the bottom of the 9th. Rockies need 3 to tie it, 4 to win. So we're going to get a double switch here for the Pirates. Let you know who that is in a second when I hear who it is. But we're going to get Kone Kela.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 35, Keone Kela.
So Keone Kela making his 20th appearance.
And batting 9, number 26, Adam Lindsay.
Adam Hazley, I believe, is in there now. What it sounded like. First pitch to Owings misses low.
Count 1-0.
But Keone Kela It's 20 for 22 in save opportunities, 6.46 ERA, so it hasn't been easy for him as a closer. He's got 30 strikeouts, 20 walks. He's got an 0-3 record, though. So there's hope for the Rockies.
3 balls, no strikes.
As he falls behind 3-0 to Chris Owings, Brendan Rodgers waits on deck. He's been held hitless. 3-0 to Owings. And a called strike taken all the way. Smart take there by Chris Owings. Make Kella throw you a strike. Kind of shaking his head. Frustrated at his command here. Excuse me. 3-1 to Owings. Bouncer over to first. He's got to cover the bag. Low throw. And he can't find the bag with his foot. That'll go as a base hit for Owings. A bit of luck there as the Rockies get the leadoff man aboard. Kind of an interesting throw. Maley doesn't make a good throw to Kella, who kind of stumbles to grab it in the dirt and then can't find the bag. And Owings beats it out. So a man aboard here with nobody out. Brendan Rodgers looking to get his first hit of the game. Pitch misses low, ball 1. Rodgers has been held hitless. Rockies trail 5-2. A 1-0 to Rodgers. Misses inside, 2-0. Tying run waits on deck if Rodgers can get aboard here. Here's the 2-0. This one's lifted right down the line, and it's going to hook foul. Rodgers had the distance, but just out in front of it as it hooks well foul. So we'll do it again. Here's the 2-1. Big swing and a miss there. Comes up empty on the fastball. Down and away. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 to Rodgers. Called strike 3. Got him looking got it on the down and inside. Rodgers didn't agree with that, but it looked like a strike all the way. So 1 out now. Man at first, and David Dahl up to the plate. First pitch to Dahl. Curveball's in there for a called strike 1. Dahl's probably the best hitting Rocky today. 2 for 3 with a double and a single. It's got an RBI. Drove in the Rockies' second run. Here's the 0-1. Misses outside with that one. 1-1. Comes the 1-1 to delivery to Dahl. Big swing and a miss out on his front foot. Sticking with those off speeds, down and away. 1-2 the count now. Dangerous hitter in David Dahl. Got him swinging. Chased the fastball down and in. Made him look ugly on that one. And just like that, there are 2 outs. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kella. Now bring him Nolan Arenado. 1 for 11 in the series. Been held hitless in this one. First pitch to Arenado. Popped him up. Home plate area. Stallings is underneath it. And that ends the ball game. Kind of unceremoniously, Rockies lose 5-2. They get swept by the Pirates. And that's just unfortunate for the Rockies. They lose this one 5-2. Marquez taking the loss. JT Riddle, the player of the game, 2 for 5 with that 3-run homer. Chris Stratton gets the win. Marquez gives up 4 runs on 6 hits and 5 innings of work. Keone Kela gets the save. Rockies just couldn't capitalize on scoring opportunities. They scattered 9 hits throughout the game. But it was that Pirates 4-run fourth that really put the nail in the coffin, as well as the extra run in the 6th. So that'll do it here for this one. Rockies get swept. They have the day off tomorrow. They'll get back to it on Tuesday in St. Louis. Everybody will remind you that we're not affiliated with Colorado Rockies, Major League Baseball, or MLB The Show. And thank you so much for joining us this time. Hopefully one of these days we'll get more consistent Rockies wins here on the Sideline Crowd. But I'm Skylar Timmons. Thank you so much. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.